Good morning, everybody. This is Michael Bergamo. You're watching episode 5 of Updates and Patches. We hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to get right into it today. We're talking about managed services. In our lineage of episodes, we've covered many tiers of technology, but this one is by far my favorite because it's so service focused. Meaning we've peeled the onion. We understand as a collective tribe that everything in technology requires some kind of a maintenance over some certain amount of time. That time varies over and over again, but from a technology standpoint, for me, it's an opportunity to give you, the business owner, some insight into what's going on technically inside of your business, for an opportunity to remove risk, to help you scale up your services, improve your services, and then build scale to build a bigger business. In order to do that, we have to do a few things. We have to agree that computers do fail. Over certain periods of time, technology will start to show signs of degradation and start to go down in performance and start costing you time. Managed services aims to bring awareness not just to that, but to maintain that technology as hard as it can all the way through its life cycle, so that you're getting all the performance that you've invested in. For us, IT expenses come in two camps, right? Knowns and unknowns. Things that I planned for, things that I did not plan for. As a business owner, we want to make sure that we have as many in the known column as possible, so that we can do things like budgets, things that we rely on heavily to make sure that unknown expenses don't creep in there. They're going to happen, but we don't want it to happen in technology because it's possible. Anything that we can put in the known column is because of data points that we collect throughout the month, throughout the year, to create this historic picture of your network, so that we always know what's coming. And thankfully, the technology has gotten so good that it's not just what's going on with your technology, but actually taking the technology and turning that into a service. And we'll get into that. Managed services started off in a really honest way, which was just simply things that we used to buy once and install and kind of forget about, like antivirus, firewalls, things that were security minded. The world shifted, and now all of a sudden those services, where you bought them once and those updates came out periodically, sometimes they were pushed out automatically, sometimes they required a person to do it, have now become so critical that they need a person to watch them on a daily level. So that when those new security features and functions come out, that you, the business owner, make use of them immediately. There's a line in the middle there where you would definitely want an expert to review those things before they're pushed out to your entire network of computers. That's where we fall in. Managed services as a service offering is really consultation. What we're looking to do is get your picture of a business, meaning everything that encompasses your business, everything that comprises your business, your people, the computers, the services in the cloud, perhaps some things on-prem, get the whole picture and be able to see where there's risk that we can remove, meaning aging technology, connectivity that may not jive with what's upstream, creating bottlenecks, making sure that the people that are responsible for jobs are aligned with technology that's going to suit their needs. And then making sure that we're well ahead of when you onboard new customers, you onboard new locations, your business grows, that we have enough data to say what you're going to need in order to grow with it. So managed services is kind of the answer to that, and which really leads us to kind of the awareness section of this conversation. Most people don't either understand why it would benefit their business, or what things we can turn into a managed service, because historically it has always been antivirus, patch management, ransomware protection, software-based risks, which is still available and still completely part of all of our offerings today, but now taking things that have a replacement cadence, things like phone systems, things like servers, even desktops, things that typically have a CapEx associated with them between 3 and 5 years after you buy them, we are now turning into a monthly service, which does a couple of things. Yeah, it absolutely turns your capital expense into an operating expense, but with that operating expense, you do get the awareness, meaning the safety and security of that technology. You get the reportability, so you always have your asset list in hand real time. You have remote support all of the time for these now services. Used to be hardware, now they're services. So that the service level and the experience goes way, way up. But beyond all of that, you have this ability now to scale and only pay for the things that you're using, which to me was, the most interesting part of managed care, because that's really what it is. Yeah, we're maintaining all this technology, we're delivering all this technology, but we're also responsible for it now too. So as it ages out, we're coming back to you and keeping you up to date. New operating systems. Everybody remember the Windows 7 to Windows 10 shift, where Windows 10 was kind of given away for the first year, and then Microsoft realized that this is just the way it's going to be, and now start charging for that. We had a ton of partners come to us and say, now there's an expense associated with it. Can I put the software on my old computers? Just a debacle. With a managed care relationship, well ahead of the hardware's age, its relevance, its support and warranty, and then the eligibility for upgrade if that's necessary, if that's even possible. That gives us the relationship that I think everybody wants. Typically, you have an IT department or an IT person that would be generating all these reports and these likelihoods for the future. That's what Code Blue is all about. We have an engineering department that's responsible for the technical well-being of all this equipment, but you also have account management to make sure that your awareness, the reporting, the executive summary, not technical jargon. I'm talking about real life. If you do this, then this happens. If you don't do this, then this would happen. Very easy to understand if-thens to make sure that we're making the right decisions and make sure that you can budget for that. That's really what it's all about. It's a partnership at the deepest level, not just technically, but also kind of spiritually in the way you want to grow your business. That's why we did it. That's why our partners do it every day. The real beauty of the investment, though, is the awareness. Making sure that we're always aligned with the goals of what you have going forward, making sure that we're aligned with what you've done and what you do today. That to me is the highest compliment when somebody says, I like you guys for break fix, meaning I call, you come, you take care of it, life goes on. When they say, we trust your instincts, we trust your judgment, we trust your abilities to fix those problems. How can I prevent this from happening? That's it. That's what we're all about. We want to make sure that your service is also at the top peak level. In order to do that, there's a little bit of awareness that we need to have, meaning how hard are your machines working? I can't tell you how many times people have gone to the big box stores and bought a computer because it was necessary that day, only to work it to death, which means, yeah, it was a good price, yeah, it was available right now, but the thing that you're doing on that computer is actually removing life cycles from it because it's working so hard. Our software can tell you that. It can show you over a long period of time how historically hard that thing's working to generate a mean time to failure. Also aligned with that is the manufacturer's warranty. So you'll be shocked to see how much the mean time to failure and the manufacturer warranty aligns almost perfectly. That awareness is to me, it's invaluable. You really can't put a price tag on it because it's not something we consciously think about all the time. We buy a machine, we use it, it's a tool, and we count on those tools every day. Beyond the mean time to failure is also the security of that machine, keeping it up to date. It's no different than if you purchased a vehicle and you took it back to the dealership every day and they made that thing exactly the way it was supposed to come off of the red carpet when you bought it, every single day for its entire life. And one of those days, somewhere around years 4, you're gonna have a report that says, this thing has treated you really well. It's worked really hard for you. It's done everything it said it was going to do, but the parts in there are getting kind of weak. And by the way, we stand a great chance at saving money if we replace it now versus waiting until it dies. That's the true that's the relationship portion of this, to make sure that you're aware of that so you can make a good decision. And then over time, over the course of that relationship, those pieces of equipment will turn into services eventually. As they already have today. So servers, desktops, and phone systems are things that have to constantly be watched and monitored and maintained and eventually replaced. Code Blue has the ability to turn those into services too. So yeah, we're keeping it safe, yeah, we're keeping it strong, but what if we could also keep it always up to date? Meaning from the hardware level, from the software level, you always have the best and the brightest at all times, so that IT can truly be turned into a service, turnkey. You don't have to worry about what's coming. You don't have to worry about the next big update, the next big upgrade. Are we eligible for that service? I get that all the time. The answer is just always by default, yes, we can do that. As long as we have that awareness, we have that relationship, we can get it done. If you'd like to see a copy of these executive summaries, what it could potentially look like for your business, we're giving this stuff away for 30 days. So if you have any interest whatsoever, For 30 days time, we'll come out to your business. We'll go through and make sure that our agent software is installed on your network. It will immediately give you real-time statistics on your network. It'll give you the life cycle, the age of that hardware, so that you know kind of as a line in the sand where you stand. And from that point forward, it could be, no, this is good, I feel good about this, or no, I could see a lot of value in having that time put back in my day because you guys have the awareness and we have the relationship. So if it's interesting, by all means, we're doing it all the time now, so both remotely or on site. We're fully remote, fully on site, no matter what. However you need us, we can be there for you. Just give me a call, 804-521-7660 all day long. I'll leave my contact information down below. So if this is interesting, we can get started. But guys, thank you so much. Updates and Patches number 5. Thanks so much.